Hey guys, it's Cody and welcome back to another Draw for Fun video. Okay, so for today's video, it is Sobble from the new upcoming Gen 8 Pokemon game, Pokemon Sword and Shield. And while I'm inking and coloring this guy, let's have a moment to talk about this new Pokemon game, which I understand this is pretty much like a long time ago story, but yeah, still. Anyway, so yeah. Like Gen 8 really really surprising. It's like the awkward moment when it's like it was like you weren't expecting it to like come like anytime sooner, but like suddenly yeah, it finally came. Gen 8 Pokemon game that goes by the name I nearly said Sun and Moon. I meant to say Sword and Shield. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, Sword and Shield, like, very, like, okay, like, the title itself is very unexpected sounding, you know? Like, what I mean by like, unexpected sounding for a title, it's like, like, it's like, not really like I was expecting to end up hearing as what like Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Sword and Shield is gonna be called. You know, it's like it's like there's like other names. Ooh, crap! I messed up. Oh well. It's like there could have been other names, but it's like Sword and Shield. Like it kind of makes me wonder what like any meanings they have in that in like the title. I mean like Sun and Moon on the other hand was like about like it does have something to do with the legendary Pokemon and all, but like Sword and Shield, it's like wonder what kind of like a legendary Pokemon they're gonna end up giving this guy. Is it like one for the sword? It's like a kind of like an attacking Pokemon, while like what is it? Shield is more of a tanky looking legendary, like an attacking legendary and a tanky legendary, if you know what I mean by that. I don't know. That would kind of be weird. And if you guys kind of like paid attention to the logo, it has like two wolves on it. Yeah, I don't know if that's what the legendary Pokemon is gonna end up being like. I mean, like, is it gonna be like Latios and Latios by any chance? Like, you know, it's like one of those like twin legendaries. It's, I mean, if you think about it, we haven't had those sort of like legendaries at all, like much these days, besides like I said, Latias and Latios, and then there's like the Regis, like Regice, Regirock, and Registeel, and Regigigas. But well, I'm not trying to like what is it? Uh, think about like those trios, but it's like for like a main legendary character, it's like yeah, you'd never really think that that would happen. Like, well, if that will happen, that is. Yeah, if you know what I'm trying to say. It's now also for like the, what is it? The Switch. Okay, I'm gonna be real. Well, some of you guys may have already hear about my like complaints about like Let's Go Pikachu. I mean, it was a fun game. Oh, actually, did I complain about Let's Go Pikachu? Did I? From my previous? I don't know. Anyway. Okay, maybe the only thing I'll give them as a credit is the whole, like, what is it? Pokemon outside of the grass will, like the wild Pokemons outside of the grass appearing. Yeah, that's what I'll give them as a credit. Because, okay, seriously, that logical moment when you're like, okay, time to be on the grass, and suddenly an invisible Pokemon in the grass suddenly appear out of nowhere, attack you, right? Yeah, so I'll give the Let's Go series that, like, credit. But the catching acting was such a pain in the butt. Like, you have to, like, get, like, berries to do all that, right? Yeah, it's like when it comes to a really difficult Pokemon to catch. Yeah, and especially when you're trying to search for berries because you ran out of the berries. Oh boy. And the moment when you need another person to to do the catching as well. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, kind of not fun. To be honest, there may be people that did enjoy the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but me on the other hand, it's an okay game. I haven't gone through it yet. I was just trying to go through a bit of some Octopath Traveler, but instead after that game I'm gonna try to finish Valkyria Chronicles 4. When I have the chance to. But anyway, so exciting thing about this Sword and Shield. I nearly almost say Sun and Moon again because it starts off with S. Sword and Shield, exciting thing is it's gonna take place in the UK, Galar region. Wait, Galar? Did I say Gala or Galar? Oh well. Galar region that takes place in the UK. If you think about it, we haven't had something like that yet. I mean, the previous 4 Pokemon games takes place somewhere in Japan, while starting 5th gen was, what is it, New York, which that's in America, then 6th gen was Paris in France, and now 7th gen is Hawaii. Yeah, it's that's something new at least. I mean, Sun and Moon was pretty fun, but I don't know. I don't know if I was that much of a too fond of the region wise. I think the whole I think the whole switching what is it, the islands of where you want to go with your Charizard ride pager. It was kind of a pain at some point. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's just one of my a little bit of a complaint about Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon. And okay, speaking of Ultra Sun and Moon, can we have a moment to talk about this that oh boy. Whoever that's in charge of Game Freak, do not, please, do not even think about having Sword and Shield be like Sun and Moon. Well, the problem is that suddenly, unexpectedly, they made something like Ultra Sun and Moon. It's whatever happened to all that hype about Sun and Moon? Back in the 20th anniversary for Sun and Moon. Yeah, what happened to all that hype? I understand that that game had a lot of mistakes, some of the trial captains and some of the city's empty spots, then suddenly Ultra Sun and Moon fix that. Ugh. Okay, seriously, I'm just hoping they're not gonna do the same thing for, what is it, Sword and Shield. I mean, okay, maybe I'll give credits for why they didn't even bother going for something what is it, Pokemon Z for 6th gen. X and Y looks like it would have had a, what is it, a sequel into it. I'm not joking. It looks like it will have a sequel. Oops, I kind of made a weird angle for the Pokeball. It's the way how the post game for that Looker quest, says Looker side quest for the post game. It looked like it was going to make a sequel, and then right after what is it, Oris, when you meet what is it, Looker, Looker lost his memory, which I feel that has something to do with gonna be supposed to be like a sequel game for like X and Y, but no, they just decided not to even thought about it, and instead just have Zygarde have somewhat of a important role in like what is it, Sun and Moon, and well, okay, right after I already played Ultra Sun and Moon, I didn't really did the side quests much. All I did was catching like the only like post game side quest I actually did was the new Ultra Beasts and the Team Rainbow Rocket. That's all. That's all I actually did for the post game side quests. But like in the credit, it showed like Zygarde like roaming around. Ah, I don't know, but it's like, like seriously, Game Freak, please do not do like a game for Sword and Shield like Ultra Sun and Moon. Now, if it's maybe something like a sequel game like Black 2 and White 2, yeah, maybe I'll like give them some chance. But so let's have a moment to talk about well, I kind of want to say the starters, but more importantly, I want to talk about the main protagonists first. Well, okay, their outfit design is cool, but what mainly I want to like actually like point out is, what is it? If you guys notice their like wrist, you know, something right here, you know, they're not wearing anything like on the wrist, like, you know, like a bracelet or something. Yeah, I'm thinking that this game they're not gonna introduce anything like a what is it? Any like, you know, like starting like what? Well, maybe fourth gen was when they started the whole watches, like the main character is wearing watches, because like in the some previous Pokemon games, main characters were like wearing gloves. Yeah, like those like sci-fi gloves. But like starting like maybe like fourth gen was when characters are wearing like watches, those electronic watches. While like X and Y was talking about what it Mega Evolution, which that's the Mega Ring. Okay, so okay, I'll come back to that topic. I just need to wait till the ink gets dried up, okay? Okay, I'll let you guys know one thing. I don't know if I have the right colors for Sobble, so I'm just doing my best, okay? So no judge, okay? But anyway, about what I was about to say for, what is it, 6th gen, was when they introduced like the Mega Evolution, where the Mega Evolution was like, what is it? Well, when the main characters are wearing like bracelets, you know, it's like, what is it? Yeah, like it's like they're all like, "Hey, I know, let's have the main characters wear bracelets for something because it looks really main character-ish." Which I mean, I don't mind. I mean, bracelets are pretty cool to wear. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, but like then like Sun and Moon was the one that introduced to the Z ring, and then like the Z power ring for what is it? Ultra Sun and Moon, which to be honest, I don't know. What's the difference with the Z ring and the Z power ring? Yeah, anyway. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, like, I mean, the Mega Ring and the Z Ring supposed to have, like, something like, what is it? The Mega Ring is allowing, like, the Pokemon to Mega Evolve only the certain Pokemons, while, like, what is it? Z Rings unleashes, like, the kind of like a hidden move, like a really powerful move for that Pokemon. I don't. like, yeah. I mean, they were cool, but, at some point, it was a little bit over, I guess, like, what is it, the, the way how you use, like, Mega Evolution and the Z power was, like, what is it? It's kind of, like, over, well, you know when you're, like, fighting with somebody and then suddenly you use your, like, Mega Evolution all the time? Yeah, it kind of gets a little in the boring side, if you know what I'm trying to say. Well, first thing is that it's, like, starting to be a little tedious every time watching, like, what is it, a cutscene of, like, the Pokemon is getting Mega Evolved, or, like, the whole Z power dance thing. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but they're cool. No offense. I mean, or like, no mistake. They're cool, but it was like the cutscenes were just a little too tedious. A little bit at some point, you know what I mean? I don't know. When I played like the first time I played X and Y and Sun and Moon, well, X and Y, well, both of them, I did have, like, multiple Pokemons that would do Mega Evolution and the Z Crystal, but, it was just, I feel like it was just too much that when I was, like, replaying, X and, well, I have X, but I don't know why I'm saying X and Y, anyway. It's like, I only had, like, maybe only one Pokemon that does, like, the Mega Evolution. I don't know. I'm hoping they will, like, take the whole thing off. I don't know. I'm hoping they would take off that sort of, like, idea these days. I mean, they were cool, but I don't know. Mega Evolution's starting to be a little old now these days. I mean, no offense to those who's a fan of the Mega Evolution, but still. Like, maybe more importantly, I want them to return back the whole thing that started in, second gen was, like, the whole Pokemon from the previous gen evolving further. Yeah, I'm hoping they would bring that back, but, like, maybe on an all new level, you know? Maybe, like, something like, Pokemon already in its, like, fully evolved stage. Like, you know, those that have, like, a second evolution suddenly have a third evolution. I mean, how would you explain Mega Evolution? Because I mentioned that that could be their true form, you know? You know what I mean? And maybe, like, it gives them, like, maybe, like, triple typing, which that'll make things a little difficult. I mean, I don't mind a challenge, you know? Like, the only reason why I'm saying this is because, like, seriously, let's be real. I feel really bad for the Pokemon Flygon. Like, it's supposed to have a Mega Evolution, but they're like, oh no, can't find a perfect, idea for this, design idea for this guy, so I suppose we should just say that these are the only ones that got the Mega Evolution, and the Flygon, yeah, no. Yeah, if you know what I mean. I don't know, like, if my theory is correct, and if, like, Flygon was one of the ones that can, like, evolve a bit more further, I could see it being a ground dragon bug type, because it is supposed to be based on a dragonfly, you know? Right? But yeah, that's what I'm hoping to bring, like, back for Sword and Shield. You know, it's like, I mean, I don't see them maybe, like, adding new typings, you know? Yeah, I don't think they would add a new typings. Ever since, you know, like, second gen was, dark types and steel type, while 6th gen was fairy types, right? But I don't know, I don't see anything about, like, what is it, any new typings. I don't know. Speaking of typings, let's also talk about the starter Pokemon as well. Okay, I'm gonna be real. I don't mind Grookey and Sobble, which that's the reason why I'm drawing Sobble. But Scorbunny, I'm not too big on Scorbunny. Well, it's not that I'm a Gen 1er or anything, but just maybe by the look of it, it just looks like it's gonna end up being a firefighting. Okay, I know that the whole firefighting joke, well, I don't think it's old, but it's like they decide to bring back the whole firefighting jokes now. Anyway, yeah, it looks like it's like, what is it? Could be a firefighting. I don't see it that way, to be honest. Because, I mean, just because it's standing on two legs doesn't really mean it'll be a firefighting, you know? I mean, well, actually, never mind. But, I don't know. More importantly, I could see it being a fire electric. Well, think of it this way. We haven't seen a fire electric at all. Or more importantly, we haven't seen a starter Pokemon with a electric type. So that could be a possibility that, like, what is it? What's that Pokemon? Scorbunny could be a fire electric, because it says something like it's like an energetic Pokemon. You know what I mean? And like electricity is very fast, right? So yeah, possibility. I could see that coming. While Sobble, on the other hand, okay. Sobble is supposed to be based on a certain type of like a blue-colored chameleon, I think. So I don't know why they thought of this guy being a water type. But, oh well, it's whatever. But, I don't know. I don't see this guy being a fairy type or anything, but a water psychic, possibility. Yeah, I could see that coming. While Grookey, on the other hand, Grookey. Water, no, not water. Grass dark, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. I don't think it'll be a grass fighting, to be honest. I mean, there's already a grass fighting starter. I said starter. Starter is Chestnut, right? So, by the look of it, it could be a grass dark type, you know, right? Right? Anyway, that's all I'm gonna be talking about. I didn't manage to talk about everything, but as soon as I'm already done coloring, yeah, I had to wrap up things. I will think about another draw for fun of a Sword and Shield related drawing and continue talking about it. But for now, that's all I'm just gonna be talking about, and wanted to draw Sobble because, I don't know, a lot of people are making fun of Sobble all the time, saying that it's like a crybaby Pokemon. What the? Sorry about that. There was like some eraser pieces on it. And I don't know, I feel kind of bad for this guy, so that's why I decided to draw him. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please leave a like and subscribe for more, and I'll make another Draw for Fun video. See ya!